So last Saturday, my friend Mike decided he was finally ready to become a responsible adult and adopt a pet. You know, the kind of transformation that starts with a trip to a pet adoption event and ends with Instagram stories of a cat knocking over succulents. Anyway, I tagged along mostly for the free donuts, but also because Mike is the human embodiment of indecision and I figured he'd need moral support. We arrived, and within 5 minutes, Mike was already overwhelmed by the choices: puppies with soulful eyes, parrots that could recite the alphabet, and one turtle that was just kind of staring at him. But then we saw her, Lucifer, the most notorious cat on the block, according to the volunteers' whispered warnings and the fact that she was the only animal housed in a crate labeled "handle" with oven mitts. Mike, determined to prove he wasn't intimidated by a 7-pound furball, approached Lucifer's crate with the confidence of a man who'd never been scratched in his life. As he reached out, the cat gave him a look that said, "I know where you sleep," but Mike took it as a sign of affection. And that's when the chaos began. An elderly woman nearby declared, "That's my cat," despite the fact that she'd been petting a goldfish for the last 10 minutes. Suddenly, a teenager in a trench coat appeared, claiming he'd been watching Lucifer on the shelter's livestream for weeks and had already started a fan page. Within seconds, what started as a calm adoption event turned into an impromptu auction, with bids flying. "I'll pay the adoption fee and throw in a laser pointer. 2 bags of organic kibble. Unlimited chin scratches for life." Mike, not to be outdone, blurts out, "I'll take her and sign a non-disclosure agreement." The volunteer with the clipboard, clearly just trying to keep up, starts taking notes like she's at Sotheby's. The crowd grows, people are chanting, and someone's waving around a can of tuna like it's a paddle at a Sotheby's auction. Lucifer, meanwhile, looks entirely unfazed, as if this was all part of her plan. Finally, the shelter manager steps in, silences the crowd, and announces that the winning bid goes to Mike, on the condition that he also adopts Lucifer's emotional support hamster, who is apparently the only being she tolerates. So Mike ends up leaving the event cradling a hissing cat, a trembling hamster, and an ironclad NDA. Later, as we sat in his living room, Lucifer perched smugly on his lap and the hamster eyeing him suspiciously, Mike just sighed and said, "I went to adopt a pet, but I think I'm the one who just got adopted."